And recording. So, uh, this next artist is going to be different from the rest of the stuff I've done tonight. I was going to stop at 4, but it's been about 3 weeks since I've done any reactions. So I wanted to throw up some content. Michaela Ray is the band that came up. Band, artist, whatever. I think at the time I might have been listening to some Steve Vai or something. So this isn't necessarily metal. It's got more of a blues tint, twang to it. The song I heard was called Sin Nombre, which means without name. So I liked it, and it was just something that randomly came up. I think, again, like I was a station based off of Steve Vai, I think. Yeah, I tend to listen to a lot of music, so I don't pay attention all the time what it is I'm listening to when I come across things. But Sin Nombre was the one I came across, so I wanted to hear something different. And I found a song called Green Onions. And this is apparently an album called Blues with a Backbone. She seems fairly young, too. That's funny. I think every Michaela I've ever come across has been like a child. Whether in like media or like whatever. Go. Like some ZZ Top. I'm pausing it right there as she's expanding the melody because it's about the halfway point. Uh, the comment I made earlier, I don't know if it came across over the music because the way I record these, my setup, the music tends to be a lot louder than my voice by necessity. Also because I enjoy it that way. But obviously that bass line, you've probably heard that before. If you've heard ZZ Top or Stevie Ray Vaughan, or those other such types of musicians, like that's pretty basic bass line, walking bass line, if you will. I don't tend to do a lot of blues reactions. Um, but blues is one of those genres I think where like it's based so much off the personality of the person playing guitar because there's a jazz kind of aspect to it, but it's all based around certain standards and certain rules. So like the person going off and doing like soloing or who's at the front, um, the way they play, their voice is going to be pretty apparent. But the framework, what you're playing over, is going to be something so kind of basic sounding or something that we've all kind of heard. It's very repetitive. So, because it's been a while and I haven't really done like blues, this is sounding fresher than it normally would. But once you listen to enough blues, it starts to kind of like mesh together. So every so often, it's nice to venture off. And it sounds like she's actually getting into more of an expressive point of the song. First minute was real, sort of like I'm just entering the song really basic, and slowly the melodies are starting to build, and the soloing is starting to take effect. So we're more or less at the midway point of the song, and I feel like it's only just barely getting started. Go. So if that's her on the cover, oh no, don't play anything. If that's her on the cover, I can only imagine how she'll sound. Oh, was 10 years ago. I was gonna say I can only imagine how she'll sound once she like actually grows as a person and as a musician. But if it's 10 years ago, that means anything that she has now, because this is from 2009, so that's actually 16 years ago now. God damn, I'm old. I can only imagine how the music will sound now. Because I do find like most people when they're learning guitar, a lot of people will learn the blues style to begin with, just because it's the easiest to sort of wrap your head around. Hmm. So walking bass line, a shuffling um, sort of guitar rhythm guitar. And then soloing is just based around, oh, here's a group of notes. Play any variation of those notes because they all sound good together no matter what. It's funny because, again, like that bass line, ZZ Top, and it's so many songs have that same bass line. So it's interesting. So songs just start to like meld together. But she played very well, especially given the album art. It looked like she was very young. So awesome. Tangentially, I do remember years and years ago uh, not being able to sleep and turning on PBS randomly. I don't know why PBS, but it just so happened that there was a blues sort of concert happening that had BB King and, of all people, John Mayer. And that guy can play guitar so fucking well. I don't necessarily like his music, the stuff he puts out, but his actual like guitar chops, like he's very very good. He's very very good. It always makes me think of that Chappelle Show skit where he just went to different neighborhoods and had John Mayer with him playing like different shit. That's funny. He always does the stupid faces. That's the thing you get with a guitarist when they're actually feeling the stuff they're playing. They will emote a lot with their face. Yeah, it was good. I dug it. I'd probably listen to more. I do feel like blues is one of those genres where you kind of tiptoe in it, dip your toe in the water every so often, but it's not necessarily something that I'll just listen to all the time because it does tend to get repetitive. But again, like exploration every so often, dip your toe over here, dip your toe over there. It's nice to have like a general understanding of what the sounds are and who the different artists are.